Your therapists are definitely taking notes. They might not be taking notes in the actual session, but I would venture to guess that most all of the states have some sort of like requirement for therapists that they have to take notes on their sessions. I personally take my notes after the session, so the client leaves and then I write things down. So that might be what this therapist is doing. But even then, we don't write like everything down because you have to remember like our notes could be subpoenaed by you or somebody like suing you. So we're trained to take notes that are detailed enough that we like remember what was talked about, but it's not necessarily useful in court. So let's say like my client was Bella Swan. I wouldn't say like client's boyfriend is watching her sleep in her room. I would probably say something really vague like client reported on interpersonal issues and concerns with relationships, because that's so broad. And then for how we remember things, think about it like your friend group or maybe your classmates. Like maybe you have 10 friends, varying degrees of closeness. How do you remember things about them? You kind of just like do, right? It's kind of the same thing when we're talking to clients. It's just another type of relationship, and you remember things about that relationship just like you remember things about neighbors, friends, classmates, etc. But also it probably depends on how big their caseload is, because when I have a really small caseloads, I remember every single thing. But if I had a caseload of like 100 people, then that would be a different question. So if you've been annoyed in the past from therapists and not remembering things about your life, maybe that's a question you want to ask in the consultation session for your next therapist of like, hey, how big is your caseload? And probably go with a therapist who does a smaller caseload.